How can it be recording? I haven't pressed the record button. Haven't even got my microphone on yet, sorry. It seems to have started recording by... Oh, it's all doing strange things. I've got to have a look at my computer, it's doing weird things. And now switching itself off. And anyway. We got one of these. I didn't even know it was a smart television, but it is a smart television. It's a JVC. I picked this up off Marketplace. Now, I'm always a bit skeptical about buying things off Marketplace. Sorry, I will put the wobbly camera down. I realised I did a video yesterday about a DVD recorder, and I did it on the wobbly cam all the way through, which is never a good idea, especially if you watch this on a big screen. I picked this up on Marketplace. The guy just said, he didn't show the remote control, but he just said JVC TV, bad screen, no picture. So I'm guessing, hopefully he just means no picture, as in no backlights. I thought it was a 43, no smart, non-smart, but when I got there it's a 32 non-smart. You know, sometimes people don't put the size, but you think you know these things, so you look at the photograph and you go, oh, I recognise that, that's one of those 43s. So I was completely wrong. And then when I saw it, it's hard to tell here, but I still think there's an issue here. There is something going on there. This could be a cracked screen. You can, yeah, can you see? Doesn't look great, does it? Now that could wash off. It could just be a scratch. But the fact he advertised it as bad screen, no picture, possibly means both. But having both is a bit weird. So anyway, well, we can plug this in and just see what happens. It's plugged in. We've got a standby light there flashing, as you can see. So it's thinking it's coming on, but obviously it's not. So I'm going to very quickly disassemble this. We'll take the screen out first and have a look. If the screen is cracked, then it's pointless continuing. I mean, for the 10 quid, I've got a power supply and a remote control, so I ain't lost out. And the other thing with this, of course, I always preach when you're putting backlights in a set, especially if it's for a customer. This isn't for a customer, this is for me. You should always put brand new sets in. Well, guess what? I have no 32-inch Vestel backlights. I've got some in order, but I've taken a bit of time off recently, and I'm just catching up. So I think I may have one brand new set. So hopefully, if the faulty backlight is just on one of the strips, which it could be on both, we'll get this TV back to life, and I'll just sell it cheap again on Marketplace, or wait for another strip to come in. But as I say, at the moment, he's a little bit nervous about the marks on the screen here. I'm favouring just sticking one set of backlights in and selling it cheap because of the screen. If the screen is still, if it's not cracked, if it's just badly scratched, then I can sell it cheap. Somebody will want it. But let me get down to the screen part and, you know, see what we can do. There's going to be a lot of glare on the video, quite simply because outside is a beautiful day. Bing. Don't know what you can see. Can you see anything? Look, beautiful day. Over in the distance you can see fields and caravans. There's a holiday park up there. Yeah, it's a lovely view I get from here, but you can't see it because of well, I can't take the camera outside. But anyway, yes, it's a sunny day, and I want to keep the door open to keep the workshop cool, man. Still quite nervous about this screen. but we'll find out very shortly. Lots of horrible Vestel tape on this one. Probably another piece of tape just here. No. So that should come off now. Okay. Let's see if this screen is done for, mate. Is it done for? Let's have a look. Can you see anything? It's always when you push it up here that you can tell. But I think it's okay. Quite surprised. The scratch was down here, but that's looking fine. So maybe it is something that's going to clean out then. Maybe. Now, I'm sure I've mentioned it before when doing 32 inches, but of late, and when I say of late, I really do mean the last 4 years, Vestel have been using, I don't know, a different company to make their backlights. And with the 32 inches, you can test them with a tester, as lots of people have been telling me. Oh, we took it to a repair shop and they tested it with their tester and all the backlights have been working. Just because they come on with a tester does not mean that they are all working. You really have to check the current that one particular strip is testing. There'll probably be one backlight that is taking a lot of current, and that will cause the power supply to shut down. Remember, the power supply has a shutdown mechanism if something is not right with the current, if there's an undercurrent or an overcurrent. Not voltage, but the current. Now, you can bypass that in the power boards, but it's pointless. You've got a faulty set of backlights, you've got a faulty set of backlights. So, it may be, and this is quite a recent model, I think. I didn't show you the model number. Well, I didn't look at the model number. God, there's always one that just doesn't want to come off. And that was it. Right. Shall we test these? I've taken the I've taken a plug out of the board, if that makes any sense. Switch off the lights. What can you see? You can see a little bit. Right, we won't do an individual strip first. We'll do, you see, and there we have it. All lighting up. And they're actually taking a correct current. Aha. Did you see how this one is being dodgy? So it's obviously the top strip. It flickered for a bit. I hope you saw that on the other camera, because it's not flickering now. So that tells me if I find the last remaining one good one that I have and put it in the top one and plug it all back in, it should come back to life. I think we've found. Let's see if they all light up again if I go for them both. No, isn't that strange? Not lighting up now. So let's put a new one in the top, plug it in and get it to come back to life again. Well, as luck would have it, look, I've managed to find two brand new, so it's my last two, but we will test my theory. My theory being the bottom set is okay and may last for another 5, 10, 15 minutes. So let's just replace the top strip, plug them all back in, see if it comes to life. Then I will replace the bottom strip, obviously. But just to prove the point that sometimes testing on a multimeter with these is not 100%. It really isn't. So I reckon that if I plug it in, so plugging in the mains cable, as you can't see, and plugging the backlights back in, the TV, I've not switched it on yet, so we've just replaced the top set. Let's switch on and see if it'll come on for a second. Normally you get the JVC flash logo, so maybe it's going to come on. If not, I'll go to the little switch. Let's go to the little switch. Maybe it's in standby, and I think it would be in standby. There we go. That should bring it on, and it does. Let's see if they stay on. Now some people may be saying, well, that's it, fixed. And it almost was for me, but obviously this strip is as old as the strip I've taken out, which means that this strip is going to fail, well, you don't know. Could be tonight, could be next year. But while I have said strip, I might as well replace. I mean, I could go looking for the faulty one on this one and replace it. Would they come in handy as an emergency strip? Yeah, I suppose so, but only because I haven't got any in stock at the moment, and it's probably going to be a week before any arrive. So if somebody comes in with a 32-inch this week and they need it desperately, but I don't need a replacement strip to do that. To get somebody's TV going temporary, I can just replace the faulty LED that's failed anyway. Right, anyway. Alright, switch back on. Are we going to get the little flash for the logo this time? Yes. Are they staying on or are they going off? Staying on. Let's put the TV back together again and check what the picture and screen is actually like. You're never really 100% with the screen, are you, until it's all back together again. So bear with me, I'll put it back together and we'll plug it in together and laugh at the screen. Done it again, haven't I? You didn't remind me. Every time I put a Vestel TV back together again, forget to put this blooming board back in. The little main board side piece. But there we go. The other thing I didn't notice, because we didn't go through what the model number was on this and what year it's from. So this is a LT32 C695A. Don't know what the A stands for. Now I would have thought this would have been a 32D. That's normally what we would put. D standing for DVD player. I didn't realise that this unit has got a built-in DVD player. Whether that works or not, I don't know. Well, we're still not 100% that the screen's going to be perfect, are we? We'll know in 20 seconds. Let's turn some lights off. Noticed I haven't been able to clean around there yet. I won't clean until I know that it's as okay as it can be. Right, switch on. We get the standby light flashing. And we get the JVC. And we don't seem to have a picture issue. So the screen is going to be okay, we think. This is where all the scratches and muck. No, that just needs a clean. That is fine. It lives again. Okay, well, I'll continue to put it back. Well, no, shall I test the DVD player while I'm here? Let's test. With my Seinfeld DVDs. Oops, it goes in this side, you fool. Recognise it as a DVD, as you can possibly see. Is it going to load and work? I think it is. Okay. That's good. I'm quite pleased the fact that this is a nice, just I picked it up for 10 quid and now I've got now it's working and I can clean the screen. In fact, I'll just put a bit of foam Am I running out of cleaning? I'm not running out of cleaning stuff. I've got tins and tins and tins of it. But whether I've got some here. Is another matter. Oh, I know where I put it. Okay. Right, I won't clean the screen. I've put it in a cupboard and I can't get to the cupboard at the moment. I switched that to standby, didn't I? Right, okay. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Right, well, that's it. It's sorted. And say I picked it up for £10. And now I've put a proper set of backlights in. I'll clean it up. With the DVD player and the fact that it's smart, I should be able to make a bit of profit to feed the cats this week. All being well, I should put this on Marketplace. I think it'll go pretty quickly. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll do another one soon.